All right, hello everyone. How's it going? Been gone for quite some time. Yeah, I got sick. Then I had some other stuff I had to kind of address, but I'm back now. And one of the things I was kind of thinking about during my hiatus was this tool that I started, which essentially is just a paint program like MS Paint, except better. And I was doing some UI design, and I'm going to continue doing that tonight. I made a few more icons here, and yeah, I'm trying to not let feature creep kind of ruin me here, but yeah, I found this thing was kind of slowly turning into Photoshop, which I don't want this to be. I want this to be, I guess, kind of like a Photoshop for pixel art. I know there's other tools out there that already exist that do this, but I think it would be nice just to have something function and also look like, well, MS Paint. It's just something that I'm super used to using for a long time. And yeah, let's see. So I designed some of these icons. Originally I had them up at the top here, but I figured, well, if this is going to be like MS Paint, then they should probably be over here on the left. And I was thinking I should probably make another set of icons that sort of approximate the look of these icons over here on the left, which are the classic MS Paint icons. But I don't know, I liked having bigger buttons, and I was thinking, like, you have all this like real estate right here. It's not being used for anything. And yeah, I've been messing around a lot with this. I was thinking, well, you know, if I was going to add layers, and I could add them here. But then I was thinking, well, I could add like a whole bunch more stuff here, and then I ended up just kind of mimicking what Photoshop has, which is like a panel on the right and a panel on the left. Although for this, I'm going to keep colors down at the bottom. And I was thinking about just all sorts of different things. So, and who knows how much of this is actually going to get implemented. Yeah, and this will probably take me a while to do. It'll probably take me a few months to develop this. So yeah, game dev will be on pause for a bit until I finish this. And this is just something that I think will be really useful for future game dev, and like for polishing up some of the graphics that I have. I mean, I have Photoshop, and I could just finish what I have with Photoshop, but actually I don't really need to use Photoshop for what I have. MS Paint is good enough. I've used MS Paint for all my other projects thus far, or so far. So yeah. But for future projects, I'm planning on doing some SNES stuff, and it's just going to be way too tedious to do it in MS Paint. So I think this program that I'm developing will help expedite the process. And yeah, the idea here is, I was thinking like you could have different image modes, like color/palette restriction. So maybe just limit the colors to 256, maybe limit them to 16 for the overall project. Yeah, drawing mode. I was thinking about doing just normal draw, and then well, like pixel perfect draw, which gets rid of jagged edges. Figured it'd be nice to have some measurement tools, a pixel grid, some adjustments for alpha and flow, brush size, an option to make it persistent. That is, like if you're switching between different tools, just lock everything down to this size. Yeah, an animation button. Yeah, this is like a definitely, I could envision this being built-in versions. So like version 1 of this will just have the basics. Version 2 would have layering and transparency, and version 3 would probably have animation. But I needed to really understand the entire scope of this project and get an idea of what the UI is going to look like. That way, as I proceed forward with these requirements, I won't have to like re-engineer the UI. So that's what I've been working on. And for the animation stuff, basically the idea here is that like, yeah, I'm thinking like there should be maybe different modes, like a layer mode, and then when you enter animation mode, takes those layers, throws them down here, and allows you to basically add frames like such. And yeah, the idea is yeah, you'd have controls here, maybe some controls here, and I was thinking about maybe putting some stuff in here since there's free space. That's what I'm going to have to figure out. Oh, and I have to figure out, yeah, so this was the mode I was kind of thinking of where you'd have layers. I'm wondering if I should make this color red. Maybe not. Maybe that's fine. Yeah, I need to add this. So for each of the layers, I was thinking you'd have buttons to move the layer up and down, lock layer to just prevent any changes, visible. I want to also add like this masking effect, which basically would mean you would only be able to change pixels that are not transparent. So that should really be in here. And this is the wrong size. So let me fix this. Okay. Good enough. Yeah, and for the effects button, I was thinking, yeah, so just like in Photoshop, we have a new and a delete layer, and a effects button. And the effects I was thinking about implementing would be, oh, what was it? I want an outline, like an auto outline, and I wanted sort of almost like a filter, like a pixel filter. So you could take like a high quality, like HD image, and then there would be an effect in here to map that to some pixelated stuff. And you could control things like like the index value, meaning how many colors, and dithering effects, all that automatically, and then you could still manipulate stuff using like high-end brush effects. Essentially, you could do this in Photoshop by creating a bunch of I forget what they're called, like clipped layers or whatever. Layers or effects that just only affect, you know, one specific layer, and you would then let's see if I remember the order of which it goes. Like, you take your HD image, then you convert it to a grayscale, and then from there you overlay a dither pattern, and then I can't remember if it's if you use a color ramp after that. No, you use an index, like posterize, and then you'd use a color ramp after that. So that kind of that pipeline, I'm thinking about just, I'm kind of debating whether I should hard code that so it's just a quick, easy effect, which kind of fits the purpose of what I want this to be, or if I should make it kind of more open-ended. I need to decide that. Yeah, it's something that I need to do. Also, like, yeah, these options here. Yeah, I'm hungry for options. What I was thinking is like, and yeah, I'm wondering if this is enough real estate. I think it is. This is just the file open, save, cut, copy, paste. This I figured would be, I could have a few options for this. This could be just a way of quickly changing, like swapping out like one color with another, or yeah, I need options for adjusting like hue and saturation, but yeah, perhaps that shouldn't be here. Perhaps that should just be something that's up here, because really this is a toolbar, and I suppose these ones are kind of out of place, but I drew them up, so I'm just going to use them. Yeah, I've got a mirror button, a grid button. This I'm planning on using for designing tiles. Mirror is just a simple vertical or horizontal mirror effect. It's kind of like a lasso tool. You know, I was kind of thinking about making this like just a free-form lasso, like the scissors, because that's kind of what this does. That way it does more than just cut. And then this would be the more like, you know, fixed type of selection that kind of does that. That's right. Freaking 3 undos. Unacceptable. I don't know how I've put up with it for so long. But yeah. Let's see what else. Erase tool, paint, fill bucket, pretty standard stuff. Eyedropper, zoom. Now the brushes. I gotta think about this because I think this tool is going to be very brush heavy, and I kind of want to mix it with like advanced brushes, I guess you could say, like brushes that you use like for illustration, and custom brushes, and like pixel brushes. So yeah, a lot of thought's gonna have to go into that. Yeah, pen is just raw, you know, like this. Nothing special. Spray can. I kind of want this one to be kind of like the brush. I want there to be like different types of spray cans. Something more than just, you know, this, which is very, very limited. Text, just text. One thing I want this thing to do is, it's like in Paint, MS Paint, I can't do this. I can't go in here and add text. It's yeah, it's just not possible. It sucks. So with this, I want to be able to zoom in, add text. Yeah. Yeah, for my select, this one's probably going to be a really complicated tool to implement. There's lots of things I want to do. I want to be able to rotate. Can't rotate here. And I want to be able to scale images using different algorithms opposed to just nearest neighbor. So yeah, stuff like that. Should be interesting and fun to develop. Shapes, I want to have a lot of shapes. Stamp tool. Magic wand. This thing is so nice to have. Yeah, I've used the one in Game Maker, which is very nice. Obviously Photoshop's is really good too. Well, Photoshop's is superior because you can kind of customize it with tolerance and have it just grab all sorts of stuff. What else? I don't really want this to be just smudge, but maybe more of like a liquify tool. Sponge is just like in Photoshop, just adjusts saturation. I got a light for lighten and a match for burning. I know I had to look up like what the symbols were, because I didn't know that these things actually come from photography. So like in Photoshop, like color dodge is this little it's like a, how would I describe it? It almost looks like a blacked out not like a magnifying glass, but although it's in the shape of that, but it looks like this. It's just like a little rod and then a disc. And the idea is that when you're developing photos, you put this over the UV and you prevent it from being burned. And yeah, this is the opposite. It's like you have, you could have something like this, where it's something that blocks out the whole image, and then you just, you would have a hole in it that burns that portion, and that effectively darkens the image. All right, so I need to start thinking. Part of me wants to make this such that I have like maybe a mode for the entire application itself. Like maybe I just have like a simple mode. Because there might be times where, yeah, I use this and I want to use it like Paint, and I don't want to have to deal with like transparency per se. So I gotta think what that would look like. Yeah, what would that look like? I'm thinking it just looks like a reduced version of this. like maybe I don't implement the extra tools. Yeah, what would this be? What would I take away? Because I kind of want to keep some of this. But if I want to simplify, what would I take away? Well, probably this. Probably wouldn't have layers in a simplified mode. Yeah, shoot. I kind of want to keep this size option around though. Okay, well maybe I keep this around, but like this goes up here. And this would go down maybe. Okay. And what? And something like this. Okay. Maybe that makes more sense. Do I want to keep this drawing mode stuff? Do I want to keep this drawing mode stuff for this mode? It's tricky. Tricky. Okay, well I think I like this order. Wondering if this needs to be below all this. Just wondering if this should be down here. Well, let me copy this over. Okay. got that saved. That's not my select tool. Wondering if I should show these other ones. Yeah, I might as well. Oh, I don't know. Oh, what if I get rid of this other stuff? What does that look like? Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just worry this view would just, like, I don't know, be too intimidating. I think I'm just going to keep it as this. Maybe, yeah, all I have is layer mode and animation mode. Yeah, making this extra simplified mode is just, I suppose, unnecessary work. Yeah, if people are just overwhelmed, I guess, well, they'll be overwhelmed. Actually, I kind of want to get rid of whatever the hell this is. Old artifacts. Okay. Okay. All right. This differs from this. Right, because I moved this. Okay. Yeah, I need to also figure out the scroll bar for this thing. If it should consume this whole length, or if I just do it for the layers. God, this is going to be so much work. But I've always wanted to make this app. I just got to do it. Just got to do it. Okay. I feel like I need to... This might be confusing. This might be non-intuitive. Just thinking, like, if you hit this button and you go into animation mode, you add a bunch of frames. And let's say you exit animation mode, and now you're back here. I feel like you need a way to flip through the frames. That's why I wanted this control here. And perhaps it should just be disabled until you have more than one frame. Why did this add the space down there? Okay. So like, maybe it should be grayed out when there's no frames. Like you shouldn't be able to control this. It should just be its own thing. Yeah, like that. And then once you add more than one frame and you go back to this mode, then you should be able to cycle through them. Speaking of which, need to think about how I want to add frames in this mode. Like, do I just want some button here? It's extra work if I put it at the edge here. I guess not that much work. It's a simple calculation. I'm just thinking like, and once this gets to the very edge, I do have an extra spot here. Maybe I just make this the spot. Gotta be consistent here. Gotta use this. God, why? Looked like that cut off, didn't it? Ugh, uneven number. Yeah, see, right now, I wish I could zoom in more. See, it'd be nice to have this thing just to be able to zoom in more. Okay. This looks like it needs to go down. God, really want to zoom in more. All right. How tall is this? 4? 4? 4? It's all right. Add new frame. I guess to delete a frame, probably click on, should probably make this like, I guess more, more clickable. Yeah, right now it's just the frame number. Oh. Oh, what do? All right, I think do I even need this little guy here? Maybe that's what this should be. Maybe this should just be options for that onion stuff. My original thinking of this paging was not paging up and down like what this is, but paging left and right. I was thinking about just having a fixed number of this. But then I was like, oh no, it's probably better to have a scroll bar. Even though it's going to be a pain in the ass to write, to code. Whatever. I should probably save this just in case. Okay. Just in case I want to do it. I wonder if this is the right thing I should be using. I should use this kind of look. What do I want to say here? I should just have it. Okay, I should do this. I should do this. I should have like maybe just an enable like a toggle. Boom. Okay. Will this fit? Oh, barely. Oh, okay. Oh, come on. And what do I want that to be? Span? I could almost cram this on one line, huh? Just single digit, or can I fit 2 digits? I don't think so. I think that's single digit. Yeah. Actually, I might be able to fit 2. I don't know, it might look a little too off. I don't know, maybe. And I can always make this a little bit bigger, this region. Yeah, this is so much easier doing this in Paint instead of code. God, what a nightmare that would be. Yeah, always prototype. That way you know what the hell you're making. Yeah. Probably want like some kind of intensity. Let's see. Oh, what is that UI element called? Slider? Oh, for the love of Christ. Microsoft. Why the hell can't I find? Okay, here we go. God, I don't know why that took so long for me to find. I'm thinking something like this. Down here. Yeah, I think I can make this longer. Oh my God, it's terrible. Yeah, see, I think it would be cool to have a tool where you just highlight this and like, let's say you have a palette built in and you just hit, where was it? Boom, button, and it just like cleans all this stuff up. Just goes right to your palette. And I know like you can set the mode in MS Paint where the whole image is like that, but it's not like custom. Because sometimes, yeah, I want to use different colors. But it'd be nice if I could just, for this one thing that I've pasted in, just change that. That's, yeah, another reason why I want to make this program. Because, god damn it, I hate having to clean this up. There's no, like, easy way to do it here. No, screw it. I'm going to have to just do this. See, I have a program already, or a file lined up, I should say, that does exactly what I said. But it sucks because I have to open a whole nother program. Then copy this and paste it into that program. So that sucks. looks like this color maybe. Oh, what is that? It looks like black. I'm just going to use black. I'm going to go here. And here, 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 here. Okay. Okay, clean this up. And this did not really do a good job. I think that's fine. Maybe I should just use black here. Okay. Looks right. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going to be a bit clever here. Okay, let's see. 6. Ugh. Whatever. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. I might have just counted that. Let me see. 1, 2. Let's see, 13, 14. 14, 13. Okay. 13, 14. What the? Okay. Whatever. Good enough, I guess. It's just meant to represent And I should say that that is the same as this. Okay, what else? What else needs to be done? Oh, I do need to like make a whole bunch of icons here for each of these. I need to figure out what is gonna generate what. Because the easiest thing to do would be like shapes. I'm just gonna quickly do that. Delete, 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 delete. Oh, how should I do this? Fuck, I have 3. Oh wait, no, that's perfect. What am I saying? That's perfect. Means I could do like square. And then I don't know. I probably shouldn't have done that. Square. This is so off. You know what? It's just faster if I do this. And boom. And oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I should do one for circle. Set the same width. No. Oh, can I get away with just doing this? I guess. Okay. Okay. was the other thing I wanted? Triangle. Okay. Shoot, how am I going to do this? Like that, maybe? Might be too small. Does that work? Guess that works, maybe. Okay. And can I get away with this? Looks like it. And then just that. I wonder if I should... Oh, never mind. I was thinking like maybe procedurally generate these shapes in code as opposed to like having a bitmap. It's maybe just too much work. What other kind of fun shapes? I feel like these are square and circle, definitely used all the time. I rarely ever use this. I don't think have I ever used this? I'm not sure if I've ever used this tool. Line tool does like the exact same thing. Yeah, you just have to be precise, I guess, with your clicks. I guess this thing has fill, right? No. No, it don't. Yeah, I don't use this tool. Oh, it does. It does have fill. That's what I thought it did. Yeah, I wonder who uses that. Yeah, I've had this program for so long. Is it okay? There. Yeah, it worked there. Okay, yeah. I must have been off on my clicking. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to implement this. All right, different shapes. Well, maybe pentagon. Or octagon, maybe. Hexagon. Oh, this symbol's going to look like this one. Yeah, hexagon. I could do a hexagon. How many? What is this size? 7. 6. Would 6 work here? Six. Oh, I wonder if this would just, if this looks too confusing. I wonder if I stress the sides, would that help distinguish it from the circle? The problem is it's just so small. I don't know. That might be going a little too far. Oh, they're not. Didn't even freaking copy it. Well, whatever. I still feel like I should shave away this edge here. Octagon. Okay. Move over. Move over. Two. Uneven. I hate that. Oh well. I suppose it can be polished later. What else do I want to do with shapes? What is another common shape? Huh. Maybe star? What kind of star is the question? Oh, I don't know. This would be nice to have. This is a case where it'd be nice to have a mirror. It's got to be algorithmic. It's not very good. Nah. Blah. How do I want to do this? Yeah. I want something. What do I want it to look like? I don't know. It'd be nice to have rotate too. So I could rotate this just to see what position I like best. Thinking about this too much. to go in here. I guess that's good enough. Yeah, I think just having it standard like that's probably better than having it angled. $75 be enough? Nah, it's gotta be more. Yeah, I don't like the uneven nature of this. Like, it'd be better if this was pointed. Like, maybe not 50, but what, 60? How do I want this? Guess. I don't know. Okay. Do I like that? I don't really like this. What do I want? Do I want that? Is that what I'm looking at? Is that what I'm looking after? Or is that what I want? God, I can't speak. No, that's way too much. Shoot. I wanted to move this guy down, I believe. Right, because I wanted to get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to touch that thing up. Kind of like this smaller one. It just sucks because it's uneven. Guess maybe it doesn't matter. What does this little one look like? When I hollow it out. It's too thick. Can't do it here. It could work if it was like one more here and one more here. I feel like it's now. Yeah, stars are always hard for me. At least these kind of stars are. Probably should use a reference image or something. I think this might work. still just looks odd when it's hollowed out. I like this more. Legs probably need to be pointed more. But I think overall, I think I like this one better. Definitely also would be useful to have a preview window, so I don't have to keep zooming out like this. Yeah, it needs to be touched up. I don't really like this. What other shape? What other shapes exist on Paint? Guess like diamond. Or is this more of a rhombus? Okay. Guess arrow, maybe? Arrow's pretty useful. I would think. Like that star one should be probably at the bottom. Definitely needs to be reworked. I don't know, maybe dialog box? That could probably be used. I think that'll be the last one. This thing. This fucking thing. Alright, I think that'll be my shapes. Oh man, so much more UI stuff needs to be done on this. I gotta think of the effects window, like what the hell that's gonna look like. I gotta think about what brushes I want to. It's probably stuff I'm gonna have to brainstorm. But I think this is a pretty solid vision for what this app is gonna look like. Yeah. I also need to think about how I'm going to develop this in phases. See, I think getting the basic stuff, you know, like what is my MVP? Being able to draw, probably zoom, probably select, copy paste. Open. Or did I say open and save? I can't remember. These two are definitely part of the MVP. Like these guys up here. And this guy. All right, well, yeah, I guess it's getting kind of late. I'll have to resume designing this tomorrow. Yeah, trying to think what else. Yeah, I really want to get this done quickly. Oh, God, so many things I want to do. Such little time, though. But this is just something I need to do. Just something I need to do. There's other cool apps I want to do too, but yeah, I want to finish this and then finish my game. And I should be able to pump out other games quickly, and this tool should be able to assist me in my next major project, so should be good. All right, I guess with that I'll end it. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. I'll see you guys